It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, June 1st, 2020. Yes, I said June 1st, 2020. It is 7 a.m.
The start of a week.
And a new month.
There you go.
Pushing halfway through the year already. Wow,
That's
5
right.
months down. Can you believe it? June 1st, 2020. Wow, summer's just around the corner. What, 21 more days, it looks like.
Could have fooled me. Yesterday felt pretty summer.
Yesterday felt just fine. Yeah, really.
Boy, I tell you what, some great weather over the weekend. Beautiful, clear skies, low humidity. Love it. Anyway, good morning. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, host, home Scooter Callis, Bob Rechtenwald, Bob Zdora. The gang's all here. Brought to you by your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East. You can call them at 425-3191. The very best in home appliances, lawn care equipment, tools. And what am I missing?
Hometown store is hometown store.
Yep.
Washers, dryers, refrigerators, stoves, I would say freezers, but who knows?
But now, not all hometown stores are the same either, though.
You're right.
So when you look at that, I mean, here, you know, he works on his own stuff here at home rather than shipping anything out, do all the repairs in-house, where even some of the hometown stores out there can't do that.
Yep. And I know the other day I mentioned that they had done some warranty work for a lady who lived north of Springfield. Went, picked it up, tried to fix it on location, could not, brought it back, fixed it here, and then had to bring it 40 miles north of Springfield.
Sounds like I'm going to Stratford.
Because no other Sears stores are doing warranty work.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he covered it. Always.
But he covered it. And, his motto is, give us a call, we service them all. So
Cool. Be sure to check out your local hometown Sears store. Of course, Bob Zdora, Bob Rechtenwald, and, Scooter, they all know the importance of, the local economy and the local merchants. And can't say it enough, support these local businesses.
absolutely right. We said several times during the height of the pandemic that I don't care if they employ one person from Mountain Home or Baxter County. It's a local store. Go visit them.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Look at your hometown Sears store, family owned and operated,
Yep, they live in Franklin, but they come here every day. Their hours are 9 to 5, Monday through
It's a pretty
Saturday.
good little drive.
Pretty good drive.
Yeah.
But they're dedicated to do it, and that's what their plan is, and that's what they're continuing to do. Working hard on getting freezers in for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And,
I guarantee that.
Good luck with
but
that.
so is everybody else.
Yeah.
Sitting in boats out there in the ocean.
Somewhere
floating around.
floating.
That's what they are. They're sitting in trailers in boats out.
Yep.
One day
circles.
about December 15th, there's going to be a sale on deep freezers.
Yeah,
Big
there you
sale.
go. Guess what I got you for Christmas? If you live outside the county or across the state line of Missouri, come on down. Love to have you shop at your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home. They're at 1029 Highway 62 East. Call them at 425-3191. They're up on the hill behind Wendy's in the same parking lot as Orson's out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. Your hometown Sears store, once again at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. Very best in appliances, tools, home entertainment, lawn care equipment, you name it, they've got it. If they don't have it, they're going to try finding it.
They're going to try to
They're
find
going to do
it
everything
for you.
they can to help you. So give your hometown Sears store a visit today. If you're in Ozark County, Powell County, come on down. Love to have you. Marion County, Fulton County. Come on in, folks. Love to have you stop by your Sears store right here in Mountain Home. I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. I think Bob Zadora's got a cup of it over there.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yep, Brewed Awakening Coffee, 2 locations to serve you right now. They actually have 3. One is at the hospital, and I don't know if they've got it open to the public yet, so I'm just going to say 2 right now to serve you the best coffee in town. Bomber Boulevard, Highway 62, take 2, Highway 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. The best coffee in town. They've got the mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, the pumpkin spice, the fridge vanilla, the peanut butter, the buttered lattes.
They got all your foo-foo coffee.
Oh, your foo-foo coffee. Anything you want to muster
But
up.
they do have regular coffee, too.
Good old regular coffee.
He never admits it over here. But they have good black regular coffee.
They look at you a little strange and say, can I just get a medium black with 2 ice cubes? They go, what? Butter.
3 drops of butter. My grandmother used to put butter in her coffee. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah?
Well, they got buttered lattes.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody, I think it was David Strauss said, he said, okay, each their own, buttered latte, whatever you want, Check out Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. And when all 3 are up and running, open to the public, the hospital, of course, is no visitors on right now. But they do a great job at all 3 locations. They've been with us for a long time, even back in the radio days. And they said, yeah, we'll join you over here at XL7 TV. So they made the move over here. Come and join us for coffee sometime. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive. You walk in right there behind the cameras, get your cup of coffee, and sit and watch the show. Love to have
As you go by, wave your proof of health insurance. Nothing to do with the coffee other than the maker.
Brewed Awakening Coffee. You're not drinking Brewed Awakening. You're just drinking muddy water. Once again, Mike and his staff do a great job. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And when you hear all our respect, it's not just a motto you hear on radio and TV. It's how they do business each and every day. This is how they care for the folks that have lost loved ones very, very well. Can't say enough good things about the Roller folks. 29 in the state to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. You can talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, or anyone else out there can help you. Whenever you have a death of a loved one or a friend, whatever it is, it's a tough time, and they can help you through that. Very caring, loving, understanding, and they will get you through the hardest of times. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, for many years to come, the phrase, I can't breathe, will have 2 meanings. Maybe we should hear the words, I have a dream, once again. Lord, we're all very sad about George Floyd. No one should be treated like that. We have heard for years, innocent until proven guilty, and George Floyd wasn't given that chance. So now with the virus and the businesses shut down, many had to rebuild instead of just unlocking the doors and turning on the lights. Many businesses are ruined. Lord, I don't understand the reason behind the violence and the destruction. Why set fire to the Nashville courthouse? It makes no sense. But Lord, my prayer today is our country needs to turn back to Jesus Christ now more than ever. I pray that you heal our country in more ways than one, Lord. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
brace yourself.
da, 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 the weather. I thought that was pretty
What's
good.
and the weather part of this?
I'm changing it up.
He's been working on that for 4 years.
Keep
I'm
working.
changing it up.
All I can say is keep working.
I'm like Dale. I'm changing it up.
Practice makes perfect.
For a while now, we've had our station hippie, and he finally got a haircut, so he made a change. So
and he blames it on the barber.
The barber.
Oh, he's been so busy.
Took the first appointment. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs.
We have scissors.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Shut up.
Between the 3 of us, Bob.
Get the Flowbee and
Weed eater.
Been okay.
And just bring out the vacuum and just.
Okay, time for the weather. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Time to check the White River.
Beautiful shot
yeah.
this morning. A
There
little
you
bit of
go.
cloud cover.
I wasn't too sure when I left, but yeah, cleared out good. Sun's a little hot.
Wow.
Beautiful shot.
Wow.
I opened it first thing this morning, was putting it up, and it was just really cloudy. So
Yeah.
kind of
Little
nice to see that
little
break
fog
off.
coming up off
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Beautiful shot this morning. The camera's mounted in Marion County, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas, of course, divided by the White River. You see the 62-412 bridge to the left side of the screen, and the beautiful White River looking into Cotter, Arkansas. The little clearings, the Railroad Museum baseball field area right there, picnic area at Cotter Park. Beautiful shot this morning. Now, you can go to retiredarkansas.net, pull that up, and look at live webcam. You can look at it all throughout the day. I think there's a little camera icon. Take pictures and save the picture. Send it to your friends and tell them about retiredarkansas.net. Right now, Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. The team needs some listings, so you can give them a call at 870-405-0793. Linda's a professional stager, so when you list your home with the Z Team, you get the professionalism of Linda Zdora and how to set the home for that eye appeal to get the house sold. And so, Bob will be on here in just a few minutes with This Week in Real Estate, the Z Team, for all your real estate needs. 870-405, 0793, retiredarkansas.net. Right after the weather and the break, it'll be This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. But right now, we're looking at temperatures of 60 in Mountain Home, 59 in Harrison, 57 at Batesville, 59 at Salem, 60 at Calico, 57 at Flippin, 55 at Marshall, West Plains at 59, 60 in St. Louis, 60 in Poplar Bluff, 60 in Springfield, and 61. Look at this. Watford City, North Dakota at 61 today.
Misprint.
Transposed numbers.
Yeah, they left the minus sign off. Oh, got to refresh this thing. This is a great radar, except you got to refresh it about every 35 seconds and have to wait on it. There we go. A little bit of shower activity in northern Missouri, up into Iowa, northeast Iowa, southern Minnesota. Shower activity going on around Houston, Texas, around Dallas, Texas. Shower activity in northern California and Oregon. Other than that, we're in pretty good shape. Arkansas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, all clear right now. We'll zoom into Arkansas and see what's going on. 62, 412, east and west looks great. Highway 65 to Branson from Little Rock. Pretty good drive there today. You've got Highway 67, 167, Little Rock to Batesville, and on up to Poplar Bluff where the highway split there at Batesville. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas. Clear at this time. Looks like a great day to go see some scenery in Arkansas. Southern Missouri looks good. I-44 to St. Louis from Joplin. I-49, Joplin to Kansas City. But around Columbia, Missouri on I-70, they're picking up some showers all the way up to Kirksville and the Missouri-Iowa state line. They go all the way into extreme northwest Missouri and southwest Iowa, around Nebraska City, Nebraska. Macomb, Illinois, Quincy, Illinois, Hannibal, Missouri getting some showers. It's all to the west of Springfield, Illinois. Around the St. Louis area, I-70 to Effingham to Terre Haute, Indiana in good shape. I-57, I-24 around Carbondale in good shape. Interstate 64 East St. Louis, Illinois, east towards Mount Vernon. No problems there. Evansville, Indiana on I-64 in good shape as we speak. Paducah, Kentucky, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Murfreesboro, everything looking pretty good this morning. No watches or warnings right now other than just keeping an eye on the White River with some of the gates that have been opened at the dams. White River, I went down to Batesville yesterday. Calico Rock was full, and it's not as muddy as it was, but it's looking pretty good. 7-day forecast, high of 82 today, bright sunshiny skies. Sunny tomorrow, high of 88. Wednesday, have a 30% chance of showers, high of 85. Wednesday night, 20% chance of showers, low of 68. Then back to 87 on Thursday and 89 on Friday with a 20% chance of showers. And let's take a quick peek at the rivers. We'll go to White River at Batesville. What's it say, 11.8 feet. Pretty good shape right there. And let's see, one other shot here. I need to check Current River and see what it's doing. Yeah, it's not going to be, no problems there. So looks like we're in pretty good shape there. I-Drive, Arkansas, there's no accidents. A little bit of slow traffic on I-49 between Fort Smith and Fayetteville. Missouri Department of Transportation, whenever you see the little half-full boxes, let's watch out for flooding. It's probably on their little county state roads there. The single letter is a county, is a state road. The double letters are a county road. Don't forget Highway 201 north of Mountain Home turns into J Highway across the state line. They're replacing the Lick Creek Bridge, so you can't go any farther past that. And so be sure to check out I-Drive, Arkansas and Missouri Department of Transportation before you travel. Bull Shoals Lake level, Bull Shoals Dam 694.97 as of June 1st at 2 a.m. I'll refresh that and see where we're at. 2 a.m. is the last report. Norfolk Lake at 579.33 as of 5 a.m. Lots of water. Current pollen index yesterday 7.4, today 7.3, tomorrow 7.1. Grasses, mulberry, and walnut.
No chinnopods.
No
nettles.
chinnopods. There you go.
No nettles.
Coronavirus update. Baxter County's got a little bit more. We are at 12 with 6 positive, 6 recovered, so we're 50% right there. Marion County picked up 1 more, 2 positive, 1 recovered, 1 active. Searcy is 7, 1, and 6, 6 recovered, 1 positive. We go into Stone County, 9 positive, 1 active positive with 8 recovered. 16 positive, 14 recovered, 2 active positive in Izard County, and we move up into Fulton County. 3 active positive, 4 recovered, 7 total positive. I think we totaled 53 in the 6 county area, and the 6 county area with 104,900 people. So 53 positives out of 105,000. We're still doing pretty good. Got to bring the numbers down. And let's see, oil prices today, $35.41. It's down just a hint, but not too bad at all. Morning weather and all your updates are brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. Be sure to check out the website. You can check out all the multiple listing service listings right there, both in Arkansas and Missouri. Coming up after the break, This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. Stick around. Be right back.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora, the Z Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm, be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top-quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
It's 7:18 and Bob Zdora is here. This Week in Real Estate. Bob and Linda Zdora, of course, for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. The team is ready to serve you today.
Yes, sir. We are.
Arkansas and Missouri.
Linda was busy trying to get some gardening things and stuff done, but man, the phone and the emails and stuff were just swamped over the weekend. I mean,
Really?
people, well, between the coronavirus and all this other nonsense that's going on, people are just looking. They're looking for, okay, what are our options? What can we do? A lot of them got to sell property where they are before they can come here, and is people leaving here to go other places. And people do leave here because life happens, you know, whether it's health issues or just going back to see the grandkids, and you just cannot survive without going back to see those grandkids. That's part of life. And so we run into that all the time, helping people. People are overwhelmed. They go into their barn and they look at all the stuff, or start to go through their closets, and they're just overwhelmed. And we can help with all of that. We help people all the time to declutter, to get rid of the stuff that you're not using anymore. You know, when you look at that blouse from 1958, if you're going through Dale's closets and you're finding the old Beatles stuff, and you need to move that stuff along, we can help with all of that stuff. And that's a big part of what we do, is to make this as simple as we possibly can for you to be able to move on to the next phase of your life, whatever
My youngest
that may
son,
be.
Caleb, was in the garage one time, it was about a year ago, all the albums, all the radios, everything. Dad, if you die, can you give us about a year's notice?
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what
it
happens.
makes you think.
Sure,
it makes you think.
It certainly does, Dale. And people, I tell people that when the kids are coming down to visit, have them pick whatever it is they want that they're going to take and mark it so that you know, because a lot of times they go, oh, well, Susie's going to get this dining room set.
Take it
but Susie's got Danish modern in her house. She doesn't want this shaker, dining room set. She's not going to take it. And we run into that with people that do come down where the ma passed, dad passed, they're going to move on in different phases of their life. And they've got, the kids will come down and they just don't want this stuff. You run into situations where the kids will say, what can I get and when can I get it? And that's really all they care, because that's not their stuff. That's mom and dad's stuff. And they're trying to mentally move on from that. It's
how hard it is to get rid of Yoko Ono albums?
Yeah, well, I know. You take them off the bluff and you go, pull, boom, and that's how you get rid of them. That's not that hard, Dale.
Yeah. I'll bring you a stack back.
He's got a bluff for
it. Yeah, it all goes together. Bob Crane's got a couple 100 acres out there. We can go out and just shoot the heck out of that. But there's solutions for all problems. Yes, there are, and that's what we do. We find solutions to help people move on to that next phase, and to help them to make this as simple as we can for them to be able to move on. The market has moved up, and it's trending up somewhat. It's not leaps and bounds, and we're affected by, we're just going to put this out there and see what happens. Those houses are going to sit. I mean, if you're priced right, if you're marketed correctly, get the message out on the property, stuff is going under contract within a week. Stuff that's outrageously priced is going to sit there because people are still paying attention to what stuff is sold for. And it's not, you have to remember that the appraisers are part of the equation in here. Even if people that are paying cash, they'll pay an appraiser to come in just to make sure that their investment is good, that it's not just because he says so, because the seller said so, that's what it's worth. We run into that with the for sale by owners. We'll see properties that, where did you get that price from? Well, I got it from, I finally was able to get back in the barber shop and talk to guys who really know what they're talking about here. And they gave me this price saying this is how much my house should be worth. Nowhere near where it is. And then when they get a buyer and the bank says, well, we're going to have to pay for an appraisal to make sure that they're protecting their money. And they go, well, no, it's only going to appraise for this much, not this much that you two agreed on as a purchase price. So, and you can really get hurt. We've seen people for sale by owners, and where did you get this price from? Well, that was what the guy told me it was worth. It wasn't worth that much then. It's not worth this much now, even with the changing market and stuff. And it kind of it breaks your heart that, well, they thought they were saving a couple bucks or they didn't get an inspection. There's things that, for sale with any home purchase, things that you need to be doing to protect yourself, because the guy who's selling you that house, they're leaving. They're going back to Cleveland. They're never coming back. That's going to be your house then, and you want to make sure that what you're buying is good. Or if it has issues, you know what those issues are, that you don't find out about them by happenstance. You get a little leak someplace and you go below the house and you find out that there's a swamp down there, and things like that happen. So the importance of using a realtor, obviously that's our business, but it's more than just paychecks for us, and it's making sure that you as a buyer and you as a seller, because there's times that the sellers don't realize that there's issues with the house. So that's just all part of what we do. We keep pretty busy with helping people, finding different ways to help them move on to their next phase, to be able to move into this next phase here. People are coming from all over. I mean, the virus issue is being seems to be becoming adjudicated. We'll see how that goes after this past weekend. We'll see how how things go from there. But people are starting to live their lives again.
Wear a mask?
A lot of them did, yeah.
To
They
keep
did
off of
actually,
TV.
yeah. But you're going to see that people are coming here from different places. You're seeing the different license plates now as the different states are opening up and people are
Where do you
able
see
to
the
get
most of
around
right
a
now?
little bit more. I'm sorry?
Out of state. What are you seeing?
Just, from all over the place.
Really?
It's been kind of a mix. I mean, if you're in traffic anywhere, you see, cars from Illinois, some of the usual suspects, Illinois.
Down the street from me, a new couple moved in. I noticed New York tags, so I pulled in and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, man, welcome to North Arkansas." I said, "Oh, we had some property up in mid-central Missouri, like it down there, so we came on down." And
Yeah.
folks came in from New York, fine folks. Glad to have them.
Yeah, and those that are going to be successful are those that are going to adjust to being here. That's really a big part of this. If you're going to be successful here, you have to realize that you came here, that all of the things that you left there are still there. That's really a help to be successful living here. That's the most important thing. That you came here to be part of what's here, and that's it's a great place. I mean, I texted one of my coppers last night up in Chicago, just see how he's doing, let him know that he's thinking about him and stuff. And he goes, "Well, how's things going there?" I says, "Dude, I'm in God's country. I don't give it any thought at all. I mean, I was concerned for my boys up there and family that we've got up in the big city. And Jason lives down in the Loop, and I was a little concerned about him. God's honest truth, Dad was a lot concerned about him, but that's fixed now. And so to be able to be here and not have to worry about such things. We're sitting there last night yesterday afternoon, we're sitting there having Sunday dinner overlooking the river. What do you want? Do you want a little more of this, a little more of that? I mean, God.
Yeah.
Great place.
You bet.
Great place. And you can come, and people come here and they reinvent themselves when they come here.
Sure.
Because people don't know that they used to call you stinky or whatever in high school. They don't know anything about your
something
past.
new to do.
The only thing that they know about your past is what you tell them. And we've seen that with people. People have come and they've reinvented themselves and been very happy with that. To some degree, I mean, there's an old Bob out there with a lot of police and a lot of other nonsense going on that isn't part of my life here. And that's been a great blessing to me to be able to do that.
Let's look at the numbers. I always like this part.
This week in real estate,
Where's my glasses here?
there were 32 new listings came on. First, 5 commercial properties, 4 parcels of land. 23 homes came on the market. They came on in a range from $349,000 to $74,000. 4 of those are active contingent already. That means that from the time that they came on a week ago until now, they've gone under contract. There were 31 sales, a commercial property, 9 parcels of land, but 21 homes sold.
Wow.
They sold in a range from $350,000 to $27,000. The average sale price is $156 with 112 days on market. But $3.2 million in residential real estate closed last week.
3.2?
3.2. Excuse me. 16 properties expired. 21 had price changes. There's still 75 pendings. 18 listings in Missouri. If you're thinking about coming down, if you're thinking about moving around and you're looking for a little more land, Southern Missouri is a great place. You're going to get a little more bang for your buck. You're still close to the hospitals. You're still close to the shopping. Look at the Missouri plates that are coming down 5 and 201 and every day. So it may be an option. You're thinking that we'd like to be out a little bit. Keep that in mind and give my honey a call. We're licensed. She's licensed there. Darlene is licensed there, and we can help you out.
What's it, 15 miles to the state line on Highway 5?
Yeah, it's about that, yeah. And it's not, for those that are listening in other places, 15 miles, they go, "Oh my God, I ain't driving 15 miles. It'll take me 2 days to get there." And some places it does. Here, I mean, it's a quick drive. It's not, and it's a nice drive. That's the other part of it. It's a nice drive. Currently on market, that you can walk in and knock on the door and say, "I'm going to buy this house." There's 374 homes that are on the MLS.
Oh,
now,
my goodness.
Some of those are going to be dupes because they're going to have different bedrooms, or it may be listed with 5 acres, with 10 acres, with 20 acres. But that's the number, 374. 116 in Mountain Home, 22 in Bull Shoals, 13 in Cotter.
Back in 2017, there's over 1,000.
Yeah. Yep.
3, Yeah, 3 years.
Well, it's down. I mean, because people are staying here. We don't get that exodus as people get a little bit older and they can't keep the bigger house up. They're finding something smaller here to buy, and that's got a lot to do with that. And people are, when they'll downsize and stay, because this is home for people. If you've been here 10, 15, I'm not leaving. We've been here 16 and a half years now.
48 for me.
This is going to be, I have no desire to go back to Chicago. I go back to Chicago to see Mom, to see the boys, to see some of the charity work I still do. But that's it. I mean, this is where I want to be. And you're finding more people, and instead of going back to be with the kids, health issues, the hospital is so good here, the hospitals in Springfield are so good here, that you don't have to leave to get good quality service. That's got a lot to do with it. Year to date, there's been 384 homes have sold for $61.2 million. Average sale price is $159 with 144 days on market. And that's partly homes, stuff is selling that's been sitting for a while because of the pressure on people coming to buy stuff. Last year, in the same time period, there had been 391 homes that sold for $55.9 million. Average sale price last year was $143 with 136 days on market. So we came out with a bang. January, February were just monster. And we were going on that track. Obviously, this has slowed things down some. People weren't able to get here, and especially now as we're getting into the third month, but we're
Once
still
they pull that
busy.
yellow flag and bring out the green flag, Katie
Well, and we're for the amount of sales that we've had over the past week and over the past month, things have been moving right along.
Well, let's see. With what was the pendings?
75. And we put a house under contract this week. So this week. Excuse me. So I had to stop on my way from church and put it under contract sign. At the house down by the dog park, that's under contract. The house on Cranfield is there. Yeah. So properties are selling. People in a variety of things. The first-time home buyer buying the house on Cranfield. Good. And the people that are buying the house over on Rossi over there, they've been here for a while and they're looking to change the house that they're in. You get people that originally bought. You get people. Some people were here, sold their home in other places, and we had a conversation with somebody this weekend with that. They sold their house someplace else, and they came here, and they were kind of like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? We need to find a house. We need to find a house." And they bought a house a little smaller than they really wanted to, but they thought they could make it work. It's only the two of us, and it turns out it's a little smaller than they wanted. So we'll find them something a little bigger. It's just, it's an ongoing process. But give my honey a call. Yep. Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website is retiredtoarkansas.net. Take a look at that. See what we can do to help you. When you're ready to make the change, there's a lot that we can do to help you out, and that's a good source for people. There's a lot of people that come into that from throughout the country, and you want them to see your house and see what's best, how we're going to be able to help you and bring in new people.
You bet. Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retiredtoarkansas.net.
Yes,
Time
sir.
for a break. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pick-up orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When you're
We're back this morning. We're going to do a little segment on some sports. We've got some changes going on in the Mountain Home sports area, and we've got a congratulations to Judah Lagg, who graduated this year from Mountain Home High School, and he is signed and is going on to wrestle for who?
University of the Ozarks.
Which is where?
I think it's in Clark Ridge.
You think it is?
Clarksville.
Yeah. How about Clarksville? There is no university in Clark Ridge.
Yeah, University of Clark Ridge.
University of Hard Knocks. There you go. Yeah. What made you choose them, or did they choose you?
They gave me a little bit of a call, and they said that they have an amazing wrestling program, and they wanted me to come down and study there. So I invested some time into it, and I realized that they're gonna support over half my admissions. So
tough to pass that up.
Absolutely. How long have you been wrestling, Judah?
3 years. I started my sophomore year.
Hadn't wrestled before that?
Mm-mm. I mean, I wrestled my bigger cousins and my dad, but besides that.
Right. And you did well this year in the regular season?
Oh, I did way better than the past couple of years, yes.
Scooter, you're heavily involved in the wrestling program here. How many student athletes have we had to go on to wrestle in college so far?
We've actually had a number of them. I know this year we didn't have as many seniors graduating, which is good for the team.
Yes, sir.
For next year, it is a positive note. But every year we always have a few that
one or two each year.
Well, we had five. We had five
seniors.
I was
going to say we had five.
Five seniors wrestle at state, and I believe 4 of them actually had offers. 4 of the 5 had opportunities to wrestle somewhere.
And just to introduce the speaker at this moment, this is the new head wrestling coach for Mountain Home Bombers, Coach David Martin.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you letting us be on here and talk a little bit about our program this morning.
So we had 5 senior wrestlers this year?
We had 5 that competed at state.
At state.
Yes,
but
sir.
we had more than that.
We did. We had a few injuries and a few odds and ends, little things that didn't allow them to compete at state. But we had 5 that competed at state. But I could see us wrestling 8 or 9 as seniors at state next year. So we will have a very experienced team next year, it looks like.
Looking forward to it.
And
do what?
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
And this past season was the Bombers' first, year to field a lady bomber team. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had a girls team this year. This is the first year that the state sanctioned girls wrestling on its own. We had a full squad this year. We were one of the few teams in the state that was able to field a full squad. Finished state runner-up, had an excellent season. Really felt like there were some places where we could have even done a little better. There was a few surprises, but not many. We'll only graduate 3 seniors off of that team. Had 6 out of 10 girls make the podium, and 5 of those will be back next year. So really looking forward to that.
That's pretty exciting.
It is.
Judah, is wrestling a family event? Is that something that you've done with your family? You got brothers that wrestle too?
Yes, sir. Once I got involved, everyone started getting involved, including like extended family too. They'll come and watch our events, and I got 2 of my younger brothers to join. One of them's going to be on the high school team this year. I think another one's going to go through youth, I think.
Still working on the youngest one.
Mm-hmm. Still working on the youngest one. And that youth program is the Mountain Home Flyers, and that's coached by, who's coaching that this year?
Matt Schimmel.
Matt Schimmel.
Yeah, Matt does a great job getting kids ready for us, and I think we're really going to see a kind of a ping pong effect of, as the more kids they have, the better we're going to be, and the better we get, the more kids they're going to have. So I think it's just going to bounce back and forth. I really think both of the programs are really heading in a positive direction that's going to really benefit both of us.
Judah, what's a highlight for your senior year? I know pretty much school was over after the wrestling season ended. They kind of, through the COVID-19, pretty much did away with school. What's a highlight for your wrestling career this past year?
Probably having a better record. There was a huge jump from last year to this year, and that's mostly thanks to the camps that I went to in the summer. Helped me get prepared for the season coming up. I was winning a lot of my tournaments at the very beginning of the year, and placing really, really high. So that was definitely a highlight of that.
Judah did a really good job of rebuilding his body into a different sort of wrestler that allowed him to have some opportunities to compete at multiple weight levels, and I imagine that really was a big thing for University of Ozarks, and seeing him, and there was some versatility there, and he just really worked hard this year to reshape himself and reform himself into a different type of wrestler, and it showed on the mat.
What weight class did you wrestle in?
I wrestled one time at 170 during the winter break, and most of the year I wrestled 182.
Okay. If you could pick one word of advice to give to the wrestlers that are coming up from the Flyers into the Bomber program, what would that be?
Probably keep pushing, because sometimes it's going to look rough. You're going to lose a match, and it's just going to wreck your world. It may be the match that'll send you into the finals. That's what happened to me at state this year. It wrecked my world after I lost at state, but I just kept on pushing and working out, and now I almost have a full ride to University of the Ozarks. So,
when you say wrecked your world, it's not the end of the world. It just makes you mad, right? Just aggravates you for the time being. And my grandmother used to always say, "Don't get caught under the circumstances." Right? You lost a match. When you leave that match, it's over. Guess what? You look for the next one, right? And it's the same way in about anything. You're going to have ups and downs. When you go to college, you're not going to win them all. You'd like to. You're sure going to shoot for it, right?
Yeah.
But is it going to happen? Well, your attitude says yes. The outcome may not be that way. But you can't take that loss. The only thing you can take from a loss today with you for tomorrow is, what can I do different, right? It's the only thing that you can change is what can I do to not get in that situation that I was in, and carry that on. Don't dwell in the, well, I got beat by that guy. Your son dealt with that this year too, right?
Yep.
He went against a wrestler that had not been beaten in who knows how long, and took him to the task, right?
Yep.
It's just the way you've got to look at things, and you've got to deal with it and keep it going.
Well, I would love to see all of our athletes in Mountain Home or in any school. Everybody needs to compete in an individual sport. They need to have one sport where it's just them, where there's no excuses, there's nobody didn't block for me, or the pass,
outside of a team,
the pass was bad, or where it's just you on the mat, or you on the field, or you on the golf course, or you on the tennis court, or you in the lane in track or in cross country, where you just learn so much about yourself.
Yeah.
There's just so much growth, personal growth there, and we see that in our wrestlers, them growing as people besides them growing as wrestlers. It's just amazing to watch the confidence that kids get from it, and how they build, and how it is a family sport, man. Our families are so good. The parents that support the wrestling program, and Scooter and Travis, and the things that they have done for this program are just unbelievable, and Matt and the youth program. And we just, it's just amazing to watch kids change, develop, and grow in their confidence through a sport like this.
Yeah. 7:45, we'll take us a quick break. We'll come back with Coach David Martin and soon-to-be college wrestler Judah Lagg. Back in a minute.
Out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Coach Martin, before the break, you mentioned that you'd like to see every athlete in the Bomber system compete in an individual event such as wrestling. Wrestling is truly like track, individual events.
Yes, sir.
When you look at, I don't care who you are, you're on that mat and you've got a coach hollering at you, do this, do that, do this. the coach is doing everything he can, everything he's been taught to make you the best wrestler he can be.
Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know how you're really feeling underneath that 184-pound guy.
That's right.
And saying, yeah, do this. Well, Coach, I really would do that if I could, but I can't. So let me just work out of this the best way I can.
Sure. My daughter wrestled this year, and she said, you can hear about a third of what you guys are yelling, and most of it is impossible.
Yeah.
In your mind, in the situation you're in, you want to, but there's just oftentimes not a way to get it done. So,
yeah, my oldest boy does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And I've gone to some matches, and he hasn't had a coach sitting there, and they're required to have somebody sitting in the chair.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, buddy, okay, I can sit there. What do you want me to do? I said, I don't know the moves. I don't know what to tell you. He just says, Dad, just make a noise every now and then. I'll take care of the rest. Okay, sounds good. Let's change pages here just a little bit. Let's talk about Coach Martin. Coach, normally when I have Coach on here for the first time, and I know you've been here before in a different capacity, I like folks to know who their student athletes are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. What's your background? Where are you from? Where did you go to high school and college?
All right.
Married with children? Give us a little bit of background on Coach David Martin.
I am from Mountain Home. My mom's a native. She graduated in 1957, about 5 generations in Mountain Home. We did move away for a while for my father's job. Came back in 8th grade, finished school here. I played basketball, ran track.
What year did you graduate?
Graduated in 1992.
Okay.
Going on 30 years ago, hard to imagine. I taught and coached at Cotter for 12 years, coached varsity basketball, girls volleyball, baseball, cross-country track there. Been at Mountain Home this will be my 10th year at Mountain Home. I've coached junior high and high school track, helped with cross-country, helped with wrestling as a volunteer the last couple of years, coached varsity football. So I think this is my 7th or 8th sport as coach at the varsity level. My wife was a teacher at Mountain Home for 19 years. Have 3 kids, couple that have wrestled a little bit, and then my youngest Shep is going to be a 5th grader. He's going to start youth wrestling this year as well. So we've been involved, followed the wrestling team for the last 2 years, pretty close. I don't think my wife's missed very many matches, and I was able to attend most of them last year and helped out, and was fortunate enough to sit on the sidelines with the coaches at State and get my feet wet a little bit this last year. So that was a great opportunity for me as well.
And the 2 that you've had wrestle this year are both daughters?
Yes, both daughters. Yes, my daughter wrestled at 126 this year. Had a good year. Fell just short of the podium at State. And Scooter will tell you, just because the referee did make a decision. He was sitting on the sideline for that one. And then my younger daughter, Emma, is worked with the wrestling team some at the end of last year, and we'll be trying to work a little bit this year as well. So we're really excited to be officially a part of the program.
When the call came for you to become the head wrestling coach, it didn't take you long to make that decision?
Oh, no, sir. That was something that we've been looking at for a year or more, and it's just it's a great program, it's a great culture. It's people that we like to be around, and I know most of these kids from working at the junior high, and a lot of them have been involved in the track program. I think of the girls this year that we took to State, almost all of them were in track with the exception of one that plays soccer. So, we have relationships with those kids already. So it was just a great opportunity.
What is your regular teaching job?
This year I will be teaching math full time. I'm certified 4th through 12th grade math and all sciences. So I move around a lot in my teaching responsibilities.
Cool. Scooter, we tried to figure this up one day before a match. How long has wrestling been back as a sanctioned sport in Mountain Home?
In Mountain Home,
did we figure 12 years?
I think it was real close to that when we went back and looked at.
Yeah. Wrestling has been in Mountain Home for a long time. I graduated in 1978. We wrestled in 76, but it was a club sport back then. And we had a very good Jim Stark, who was the principal at one of the elementary schools. And he did a very good job with what we had to work with.
Sure.
And then when the gentleman in Little Rock said, look, if you schools will commit to having wrestling. I'll do everything I can to get it sanctioned, and I'll provide the first mat. And did Mountain Home take part of that?
They did, and we've been blessed with Mountain Home being kind of some of these front steps when it comes to bringing wrestling in. They were one of the first ones to jump on board, say, yeah, we'll take a mat, we'll get the program started. This year, with the adding the women's division, a lot of schools kind of were reserved. Well, we're going to see how that goes and wait till next year. Well, Mountain Home jumped on board.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives us an advantage of having a team that's got a whole year experience
Yes,
now
sir. Right.
going into this. So being on that forefront's been a real blessing as far as that goes.
What division does Mountain Home wrestle in, Coach?
5A.
They'll be 5A. Who are their competitors? Do you have that?
That's still up in the air, and it hasn't been decided who our conference is. There's a few schools moving up. Van Buren's moving down from 6A to 5A, and they're trying to decide. And then with Fair consolidating with McClellan to make Little Rock Southwest, they were in our conference. So it's still up in the air as to what our conference will be. There's going to be some movement. Travis and I talked about that this week, so we're not sure about that yet. The Wrestling Association works kind of independently outside, but with the AAA and some of that. It's not, they kind of allow the Wrestling Association to be a little bit more hands-on in those decisions because not all schools have wrestling.
Right.
Yeah, you were talking about wrestling. I grew up in part of my time growing up was in Pennsylvania. My brother wrestled in the state of Pennsylvania in the 80s. So, I followed that back at that point as well, and they're pretty good wrestling up there too.
Well, in some areas, wrestling's been a staple for years and years. Nebraska and Illinois and Iowa, Oklahoma,
Pennsylvania.
I know
even Missouri.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know when the Mountain Home Flyers started, Tom Bryant, who was a state class wrestler from Illinois, was very involved in that. Don't know how involved he is now, but wrestling is a big thing, and it's not the WWE. It's
right.
It's some real wrestling.
Sure.
When does your season actually start, Coach?
We will start wrestling in December, but we will start official workouts earlier than that. And we're looking right now at the possibility of doing some weight training and some off-season work. Possibly as early August.
And Judah, when do you report to Clarksville?
I'll be going there in August. I don't think I have a summer practice yet. I haven't gotten any emails. It's kind of up in the air right now, but they said that we will definitely start in September, and the season goes from like October all the way to April.
Really? Wow, it's a long season.
Well, they wrestled. Are you wrestling both freestyle and Greco?
I'll probably do freestyle. I won't be doing Greco.
Do they have it at Ozark though?
I think they have the opportunity to do freestyle and Greco. Yes.
Okay. What's the difference, Coach?
It's different scoring system, different control system as to what scores for those points. If you watch the Olympics, you'll see, Greco-Roman versus freestyle and how they score.
And what does the high school do?
High school does free.
Well, folk
or
style.
Folk style.
Mm-hmm. You can do freestyle as a club later after season. For instance, we were going to have a freestyle and a nationals this year, but both got canceled by
Corona,
yeah.
We've still not had our end-of-year banquet yet for wrestling because of Corona. So
right. We're looking forward to that.
We're looking forward to that, yeah. And I was looking at our roster, and the opportunity to wrestle is there for every kid at Mountain Home just about. I mean, we've got kids from cheer, we've got kids from dance, we've got kids from football, we've got kids that play basketball, we've got kids in track, soccer, band. It's a full gamut of who can come to wrestling and find a home. So we welcome.
And contrary to popular belief,
Yes.
you can do more than one sport.
Absolutely.
The coaches will work with each other to make it happen.
Absolutely. We would love to see some cross-country kids and track kids do wrestling in the winter. We would love to see soccer kids do wrestling in the winter, football kids do wrestling in the winter. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great transition sport for a lot of things, and working on that core and balance and hips is good for every sport that they would go into.
Yeah, the coordination is just remarkable what can develop out of that.
About 45 seconds.
Right. And to see things develop, we've watched. I'm not hands-on day-to-day with you guys, but I appreciate the little bit that I can help. I've watched these teams over the last 12 years develop from oh my gosh, we're going to go on the mat again, to, oh gosh, we're doing so well.
Yep.
And that's exciting to watch.
The trajectory is definitely going in the right direction. We just hope to keep going that way for sure.
Anything you'd like to say in closing, Judah?
Go Bombers.
Go Bombers. And what is the mascot for where you're going?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach, final word.
Well, like I said, we appreciate Judah and his family and what they've done, and wish him the best going forward, and just look forward to the upcoming year to build the program.
Gotta go.